Hello, thanks for tuning in and welcome to the pool party. I hope you can swim because we're definitely diving into the deep end with a huge splash of truth, facts, evidence, information, and proof. Swim. Say what you mean. It's talk about talking. How we listen, how we hear, how we speak, how we hear what we're listening to when we speak, how a listener hears what we're saying, if what we're saying, what they're actually hearing and or understanding. Is it clear? Swim. Say what you mean. Well, that's just the beginning of understanding, because after we get that understanding, how do we accept it? How we respond if it's not what we expect is paramount. Are you okay with the truth? Are you man, woman, human, or spiritual enough to accept the truth? Let's find out.
Let's do it.
Welcome to The Swimming Pool with your host, Travis Bridges.
Bam to you and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. This is SWYM. That's swim. That is the acronym for Say What You Mean. It's been a while. I've been away. Where have you been, sir? I have been distracted. What do you mean you've been distracted? I've been distracted. And I'll tell you something about being distracted. It is the quickest way to get yourself back on your grind. There's a couple of ways of being distracted. It can be a good distraction or a bad distraction. If you're too busy and you're too caught up in work and you get distracted and you're only distracted for a little while, I guess that's okay. But if you're busy and then you get distracted and then it takes you away from your work for too long, then that's considered not good at all. I hope you can hear me, and I won't know if you can hear me well until after this is over, because I'm in one of my favorite public places, and I'm telling you, I'm going to be a whole lot less than 15 minutes because, as usual, I got a revelation today and something happened that I just have to share, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So if you can hear me, that's good. I hope you can. If you're chatting with me, by all means, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just have to do this at another time. I have a topic and a subject, and it's, what is it called? Cursing weights and escaping competition through authenticity. So, as I mentioned, I've been away for a little while, and while I was gone, I had a lot of wonderful things that I want to share with my audience. If you're wondering where I've been, maybe you have, maybe I haven't. The nerve of me to think somebody's missing me. I'll never know. But with that being said, I am a new grandfather. I have two granddaughters. Actually, my most recent granddaughter was born on my birthday. So not only am I a grandfather for the second time, I also celebrated another birthday. And as of today, I'm only 6 pounds away from my weight loss and fitness goal that I set back in September of last year. And I know I gave myself to the end of this year to actually achieve that goal. I'm not only going to achieve it, I'm going to surpass it, if I can use that fancy word, surpass. So I'll have to set another goal. Also, I am frequenting Latin America a lot, and although smooth jazz top 40 and R&B music is awesome where I'm from, here it's not quite the same. Although they like it, it's not necessarily what's on the menu every day. So as I learned from a long time ago, when you're in Rome, do as the Romans. And I'm going to learn some new Latin music. So about a week or so ago, I put 10 new bangers on my list. And since last week, I've got about 3 of those at about, well, let's see, one is about 60%, one is about 85%, and one of my favorites is right at about 95%. And I'm giving myself to the end of the month to get that done. So that's enough of catching up. So I'm going to get right into it. Wow, this happened in, I don't even know how I'm going to do this, but I'm just going to try. I was listening to a podcast, as I always do, and I heard something today that reminded me of something my son told me a while when I was thinking of maximizing my fitness goals. And he was saying, hey, Dad, you need to lift a little heavy. I believe in longevity, as in higher reps with lightweight, but he's just the opposite as a power lifter. He believes in, short bursts of heavyweight, which is fine, but I'm beyond that. When I was his age and maybe even younger, of course, I was picking up the whole gym the same way. But now I'm much older and more mature. I just do things differently. And my fitness and weight loss goals have been achieved, and I'm feeling great. I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life. As a matter of fact, I did a 15-mile bike ride just the other day, and I did a 5-mile walk day before yesterday, and my fitness is still, on point. But anyway, I want to get to why I'm here. The podcast that I was listening to said something today about not cursing the weights because they're heavy, but thanking them because they are making you stronger. And just like any person who thinks a lot and maybe even overthinks, I thought about how that could apply to so many other things. Instead of cursing the weights because they're heavy, thanking them because they are making you stronger just hit me like a ton of bricks. I compared the weights to just life and everyday experiences. Sometimes we can find ourselves sad, mad, upset, full of anxiety, and blaming things and people for the experiences we have. And I think that is just the opposite thing to do. Every experience we have, whether we created ourselves or whether it's self-inflicted, it has two purposes, maybe more, but the two I want to focus on has to do with teaching you a lesson or making you stronger. So with that being said, I hope you got something out of that. Don't curse the situation. Don't curse the people. Don't curse the circumstances. Instead, find a way to be grateful and thank them for what you can get from those experiences. Even the Bible says there's a time to laugh, there's a time to cry, there's a time to plant and a time to dig up what is planted, seed sowing and harvest time, you know the deal. So when we're in a situation, we have to be okay with how we respond to it. Remember that saying that it's not what happens, it's how you respond to it? Well, that line I got from the podcast today that talked about don't curse the weights, instead thank them for making you stronger. Let's just apply that to everything else. When we fall into diverse temptation, find a way to count it all joy. Okay? I hope you got something from that. Let's see, what was the other thing I was going to talk about? Oh, man, did I lose it? No, it had to do with, this is the good one. Escaping competition. And I have a banner for this one. I'm going to put it up. Let me find it. Okay, it's you escape competition through authenticity. That was another thing that hit me like a ton of bricks, and I just could not help myself, to just come on and just share it. I also have another interview coming up about the book. If you don't know, of course you should by now. I did release my book that I've been working on, My Mother's Fifth Child. It's only available now at Amazon, so please go and get it. I remember saying I don't care if anybody reads it, but now I kind of sort of want to get some feedback on it, at least anyway. So I have the official interview that's coming up in a few more days regarding that. But escaping competition through being authentic. Let me put that up one more time, and I'm going to be gone in like less than 5 minutes. This hit me also because I wanted to expound on why we're who we are. We have a fingerprint and a retina, a character, a personality, and who we are is unique. And maybe I'm the only one who finds a way to size people up and compare and, keep up with the Joneses in our own way. But there's something that's very important, and hopefully if you're younger than me, you won't wait until you're my age till you realize your authenticity is authentic for a reason. No one can replace you. No one can sound like you. No one can walk or talk like you. No one can look like you. So if you are in one place today, and maybe you've made an impact and you are in another place tomorrow, how do I say this? You cannot be replaced in any kind of way. I don't know. I just got, excited about that. And I'm going to put it up one more time. You escape competition through authenticity. Just keep that in mind, okay? It's not bad. Also, instead of looking at your situation, especially if you're into fitness, instead of cursing the weights or cursing whatever you encounter throughout your day, week, month, or in your life, find out how you can learn from it. How long have I been on? This is a short live stream, and I just, I couldn't help myself. I wanted to come out and go live. Now I have to get the work done that I came here to do. So, hope you got something from that, just like I did. I'm going to be doing another interview about the book in just a few more days. I missed y'all. Did y'all miss me? Of course. But being distracted is good and it's bad. But when you're distracted too long, you have to get back on the grind and fulfill the purpose. Okay? Here's hoping you're having a fantastic day already. And with that being said, find someone you need to say I love you to. Don't just say it. Show it. Mean it. Let it be true. Okay? Till the next time. Ciao.
SWYN. Say what you mean. As much as this information is designed to bring awareness to how we listen, hear, and process, it is also a form of therapy. The little person inside of all of us needs to be heard. As adults, even listening to ourselves is a form of healing, strengthening, and growth. It's okay to speak, talk, express yourself, and be heard, even if you're the only listener. If our testimony does anything at all for anyone else, that makes the continued effort worth the time. Get the words out. You'll feel better, and that's a promise. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it.
Sometimes it seems like all the good times are gone. But you got to keep on searching. You got to keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. For example, take me standing right here today. I would not be here with you if I believed the things that the people say. You got to keep on searching. Keep on searching. Keep it on.